Hello, magical people. Welcome to a very special monthly meditation edition with me. My name's Meg Moonbeam and my husband, Jens. Hello, Jens. How are you
Hi,
doing?
everybody. Hi.
We are here on Halloween, Samhain, the traditional name. So we're very excited to share with you a turning of the wheel, sacred practice, as we like to do with these monthly meditations. We've started doing these around the equinoxes, solstices, sacred holidays. And Jens, do you want to speak on the importance of why we connect to spirit on these days, do spiritual practices on these days? What's the importance of that?
Well, it's always been said, that the time of Halloween is the time where the veils are very thin. So it's a lot easier to do, to do, you could say magical work or energy work, or connecting to the shadow, connecting to the spirits, because it's the time also, and I'm sure you'll speak more on this, Meg, is the time when the winter really, like the autumn is really set in, and the winter is going to come, and it's time to retreat more inwards. The days are shortening. There's more. The nights are longer, so it's a time to do more. Connecting with the spirits, with the ancestors, and then the meditation I'll do today. We'll do a metaphysical exercise. I call them metaphysical exercises, where we're visualizing and we're creating, symbols and metaphors to visualize certain things within ourselves that are like hidden in the shadows, but that are actually hidden gems also. But I'll go deeper into this. I'll guide people through the meditation. It's going to be a little bit of a Halloweeny meditation, in the style of Halloween, a metaphysical exercise where we're visualizing being in a metaphysical reality, and we're working with symbols to connect more with our inner self.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so excited for the meditation. Jens is our meditation guru. He is an amazing Sagittarius meditation teacher and guide. So we're very grateful to have you guide us through this. And before we get into it, as always, you guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And, Jens also does personal consultations that are available at the link below, consultations.beyondmystic.net. And you have the energy healing option and the wake up call option. Do you want to just speak briefly on the difference between those two?
Yeah, the energy healing is basically a real healing. We're working with energy. I'm channeling healing energies, for you, that you can most use at this point in your life when you're getting the healing. It's basically a true healing, where the wake-up call is a little bit different. It's not an energy healing. That's why also it's priced a little bit more lower. It's basically, if you have any questions, need any coaching on this waking up process, because we're going to crazy times. A lot of people are waking up or just waking up. Maybe you just discovered Beyond Mystic, and that's, for everybody, for people who are just waking up or people who are well along their way, but, wanna just talk to somebody or have some guidance or coaching on how to navigate these crazy times that we're in, because we're in truly intense times. And also, I know that a lot of people, we've seen that in our retreats we're doing too, is that a lot of people don't have a lot of like-minded souls around them. I mean, I'm blessed. I have you around. I have my friends who are also all awake. But a lot of people don't have like-minded souls around. And this is also, the wake-up calls are also designed to give people, a listening ear, so they can, we can have a chat about, because it's really necessary in these times. Some people are really isolated. They don't have a lot of awake people, like-minded people around them. So that's also to provide that.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. And also, we want to mention very special new workshop that's available on the Beyond Mystic Academy. As of today, we're actually pre-recording this Samhain meditation, because Jens and I are both going to be on the road tomorrow, November 1st, when this is going to be live. So Psychic Protection Workshop is now out. How to best protect your energy with Janine and Coco. And there's a promo code Psychic15 that you can use to get 15% off at the moment. So that's available over on the Beyond Mystic Academy. And, psychic protection, connecting to our ancestors, embracing our fears, shadow work. These are all things that the sign of Scorpio rules in astrology and natural time. And we have Samhain, which is the traditional name, Halloween, which is the modern day name, during Scorpio season. Right. And this is a very intense Scorpio season that we are in as you're hosting this monthly meditation for us, Jens. How are you feeling with the current energies? And do you have any advice for people that may be struggling with shadow work coming up, fears coming up, very intense life experiences ruled by Scorpio, and things being revealed?
And that's a good question, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We've all went through, if you're in a rough time in your life right now, an intense time, intense is what it is. It is intense. And, we try to release or lessen the tension we're feeling. But sometimes, we're thrown in the middle of it. And sometimes, sometimes life gives you lemons, and even then it's hard to make lemonade sometimes, because that's the truth in life. Sometimes we're going through a dark night of the soul, So the best way to deal with that, in my opinion, is to really, when life throws you into the shadow, is don't do more shadow work. Do light work, do things that that uplift you. Watch comedy movies. Go for a walk in nature. Do things that nourish your soul. Because people sometimes make the mistake to only do shadow work. That's a big part of what I teach also, is you need to do light work a lot. Because light work, which I mean, light work, meditation, bringing light into your body, energy work. Because light work is the main driver, because the more light you get into your body, it will trigger the shadow, and then the shadow will come up. So that's something that people know. If they, for example, do a lot of light work, they might get triggered easily because their shadow gets a little bit stirred up. But so these are things that you all have to factor in. But the most important thing, to answer your question, is to say to people, if you were going through, if you were working with your shadow, I would be very mindful of your own balance. And because some life experience can be really intense, is not to make it even harder for yourself. If sometimes, we can do shadow work if we're feeling good, for example, and I feel a little bit, I feel a little bit in the background, like that I'm easily irritated. You can do some shadow work to clear that out. But if life really drops you into the shadow, which sometimes happens, sometimes we don't have a choice. Sometimes, it's like we're going down a slide, and we have to reach the end of the slide. If you're in that phase, I would say just be very gentle with yourself and very loving with yourself. Because if you're just going to do shadow work on top of being in the shadow, it's not gonna help you at all. And just love yourself. That's the most. Love is the great healer. That's what I always say, and that's the main message that I would say as an answer to your question.
Beautiful. I love that. That's very wise words of wisdom. And for those of you who are hearing about the word Samhain for the first time and thinking, what the heck is that? I just thought October 31st every year was Halloween. This is actually a very sacred, ancient holiday where we have it named Samhain from the ancient Celtic people. November 1st is the Day of the Dead. In the Mexican culture, many different cultures all around the world recognize that this time of year is when the veils are at their thinnest in the Northern Hemisphere, right? So, and when the veils are at their thinnest, what that means is we're in a bit of a portal time. We're at the end of the summer. Samhain actually means summer's end. Okay, so we're in between seasons where we're going from the light, like you were kind of talking about, Jens, in that light, in that summer, it's hot, it feels good, it's fun. We're going from the light and we're actually starting to step into the darkness, the winter, the darkest times of year. So we're in a very sacred portal in between seasons where it's very magical. And, Mother Nature is going through a death, right? The leaves are falling. Some plants are dying, some plants and animals start to go into a hibernation. And it's also our natural time to start to go more into that winter frequency, that hibernation way, so to speak. And also very powerful time for us to not just be connecting to the seasons and the natural flow of our energy. It's not a time to be pushing and go, go, go and out in the world. It's more of a time for rest, starting to go within, prepare for the winter. But also because it's very magical, it's a time where we can do amazing meditation work, any kind of spiritual practices, magic, connecting to our ancestors, our guides, getting very potent dreams. So that's why, it's the season of the witch, because this is a time, the white witches, of course, the light witches and wizards, because it's the most magical time of the year. Do you feel that magic, Jens, this time of year?
Absolutely. I love the spring. The spring, the autumn. I keep mixing the two up in English. Yeah, I love the autumn. I love the colors, the falling of the leaves. And actually, I want to interject a personal note here. As I was walking around in Canada, because I'm from Belgium, and the energy in Canada feels so different in nature in the cities, but still, when I smelled, the rain on the freshly fallen rain, that specific smell of the freshly fallen rain, the leaves, the colors changing, it reminded me of Belgium. It felt so the same. So it's weird how things can be so the same and different at the same time. I like the spirit. I like going towards the winter. Yeah, I like actually all seasons. So
Wonderful. Well, this is my most favorite time of year, I think. And I'm very excited for you to lead this meditation. So how should we start off? Do you recommend people sit down, lie down, stand up? How do you recommend we get prepared before going into this?
since this is more an active form of meditation, I would recommend sitting straight up. That would be the best, I think. And that works the best for me. Laying down is more for different types, in my opinion. Of course, you're free to do whatever you want, of course. Yeah, so I don't know if there's a possibility. I don't know. I forgot to ask you. Is there a possibility that you could play some drums at some point, or you have a drummer next to you, or like a
We
shamanic
don't,
drum? Because it's going to be more of a shamanic type of meditation.
we don't have that set up audio
Okay,
wise.
that's fine. That's fine. That's
We'll do
okay.
that for next time.
Yeah, I just popped into my mind.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be more of a shamanic type of meditation, where we're going a little bit more into the shadow.
Okay. Well, lead us through it.
All right. So we're going to start by just relaxing. The more relaxed we are, the more in a relaxed state we are, the better these meditations work. So it's also always important to spend some time relaxing, getting these brain waves, from from the delta to the lower states of brainwaves, the slower states, where you're more, open to any insights that may arrive, where your intuition is more opened. So we're just going to take some time. So just close your eyes. And let's breathe in 3 times deeply, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with each out breath, we're going to make a sound like let go of anything that no longer serves you in this moment. So let's do this 3 times. So breathe in and out. And you can make sounds as loud as you want. Breathe in and out. One more time. In and out. Okay, now keep breathing in through your nose. You don't have to breathe out through your mouth anymore. Just get into a comfortable rhythm of breathing. And make sure you're breathing not too shallow, but not too deep either. Don't force it too much. But make sure you're breathing into your belly also a little bit. If we're only breathing to our chest, it's a very shallow form of breathing. Like when we're stressed, we start breathing to our chest more. So we want to force our body a little bit to begin more into that comfortable state. Guide our body into that comfortable state. Breathing into the belly, through the nose, in and out, and feel the breath going in and out of your body. As you are relaxing more and more, you feel yourself relaxing. And focus on your breathing. Feel your belly rising up and down. And relaxing more and more. And just focus on your breathing. This is meditation. Just focus on your breathing. Focus on having a single-minded focus. And feel how this calms down your thoughts. Just focus on your breathing. It's so simple. And if thoughts arise, gently bring your focus back to your breathing. Just keep breathing, keep your focus. As we go deeper and deeper into this meditation. And now we're going to visualize ourselves walking down a stair. And at the end of the stair, down the stairs, there's a door. So you're going down the stairs. And you go deeper and deeper into this meditation. You become more and more focused in this meditation as you're walking down the stairs. And the door comes closer and closer. And now you're in front of the door, and there's a torch next to you. And you pick up the torch because you're going to use this torch. And wait a little bit to open the door. Just take the torch, and as you will open the door and step through it, you will enter a metaphysical reality of your own creation, and I will guide you through it. So you open the door, you step through it, and you close it behind you. And in front of you, it is nighttime, and you see a forest, and you're on a path in the forest, and there's trees lining the path, next to the path. And this forest, this path will lead you somewhere. But before we go on this path, we are calling upon our spirit animals to join us in this nightly walk with this torch in our hand, and follow your own reality in this. Let any of the animals come forward for you that your intuition calls forward. Just don't force it, just let it come forward. It can be any animal or a different number of animals. Follow your own reality in this. And as we are being surrounded by our spirit animals on this shamanic journey, we are walking on the path with the torch in our hand. And we are feeling the earth under our feet. And we are seeing the shadows being cast by the torch into the forest. We are holding the light. Surrounding us, there's shadows in the forest. And the flickering of the flame creates different moving shadows as we're going along this path. And we're walking along this path, and your spirit animals are guiding you. They are surrounding you, protecting you. They are with you, and they will not leave your side. So as you're walking, you see in the distance, in the dark coming up, you see a huge rock face with an entrance. And that's an entrance to a cave, and you go closer and closer and closer. And it's quiet at night. There are no sounds. The forest is quiet. And as you walk closer to the cave's entrance, you stop and reflect for a moment. You look around you. And this cave is the cave of your shadow. And we need not be afraid of the shadow. Because if we go through the shadow, there is hidden talents there, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to find. And so you enter the cave. You have your torch with you and your spirit animals surrounding you. And you go down, the cave goes down. We're going even deeper. And you walk down the path in the cave. And it's like a tunnel that goes down and down and down. And you walk along the tunnel. And you feel yourself going deeper and deeper. This is the cave of your own shadow. And you are surrounded and protected by your spirit animals. But you don't actually even need protection because this is your cave. And we don't need to be afraid of our own shadows. So we're walking deeper and deeper, and we're coming into an opening, a huge chamber with stalactites and stalagmites, a huge cave opening. And there's an altar in the middle of this huge room. And on this altar is a symbol. But it's covered by dirt and cobwebs and dust. And the dirt and the cobwebs, it's your own shadows. Maybe there's a little bit of spiders in there, who knows? But don't be afraid. Come closer with the light, with the flame. And you put away the dirt, and with the flame you burn away the cobwebs, and the spiders, they'll just go away. You hold the flame, and a symbol is being revealed to you. And this is a symbol of your hidden talents. And follow your own reality in this. It can be anything. It can be any visual image, any object. Follow your own reality in this. What is behind your shadow? What is behind your fears? Because behind every person's shadow, behind every person's pain, is a hidden gem, is a hidden talent. And as we are healing ourselves, healing our wounds and healing our shadows, these talents come to the fore. So this is your time to see that what is lurking beneath, what talent is lurking beneath when you heal yourself. I'll give you half a minute for this. Just be with it. Look at it. Feel it. See it. All right. So now we're taking that symbol into our hands and we're placing it in our hearts as a reminder of our gifts that are lurking beneath the shadows. And now we're going to turn back around and exit the cave. And we're still holding the flame in our hands, the torch. Our spirit animals are surrounding us, and we're walking down out of this huge giant room into the tunnel that leads to the surface, leads to the forest. And you look at the cave wall, there might be symbols on the wall. What do you see? These symbols are messages from your inner self. Just look at them. What do they tell you? And you keep walking upwards to the surface level. And you're back in the forest. And you turn around and you give thanks to the cave. Thank you for showing aspects of myself that I didn't know. And we're continuing on our path. In the forest, the shadows are being cast from the torch. Your spirit animals are surrounding you. They are walking with you or flying with you. Whatever they are. And we look in the forest, we see the forest next to us. And as the shadows are being cast, we see the darkness in the forest. But we don't need to be afraid of the dark. Because, it only takes one flame to illuminate the darkness. And dark and light are part of life. They are connected. Even on the earth, we have night and day. So we keep walking until we arrive at this door again, which was the entrance to this metaphysical reality. So now you're thanking your spirit guides for this journey. Maybe you give them a hug. And do they have any message for you before you leave? Listen. Okay, so now you're getting ready to go. You said your goodbyes. You open the door. You go through the door and you close it behind you. And you place the torch next to the door again. And you're going to start walking up the stairs again. And as you're walking up the stairs, you will be coming out of this meditation. You start walking 1 stair, 2 stairs, 3 stairs. You're going up and up and up, and you feel yourself waking up and becoming more active again. You go up and up and up and up. And at the top of the stairs, you see yourself sitting on this chair in this room. You go up and up till you reach yourself and you merge with yourself. And as you merge with yourself, this metaphysical experience merges with you even more. And you become aware of sitting on this chair in this room, in this now moment. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your body on the chair. Feel the weight of your physical body. Let's take in a few deep breaths. Bringing our consciousness back into the present moment. Feel your awareness behind your eyes. Feel your hands in your lap. Massage your legs a little bit. And slowly open your eyes whenever you are ready.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
It's always funny when we're doing these live meditations because I'm sure Jens won't mind me saying we're feeling the energies ourselves while having to host and do all the technical stuff. So wow, I really felt that. And what I'll personally share is, and let us know, you guys, if any of you listening have anything you feel to share that you may have experienced in the meditation. You don't have to, but we love to see the comments, and it's very powerful when we do share, because there may be synchronicities and similarities and things that we're having with each other. And what I personally noticed during that meditation was how some of my fears are actually some of my greatest talents or powers. Actually, that's what was coming up for me. So don't know if anybody felt that as well, but that was a really cool channeled meditation. Thank you so much for that. Is there anything that you want to share that you felt, Jens?
Yeah, I really felt like, I really felt called to call in the spirit animals, because it's like a shamanic thing, Shamanic shamans are really known to not only traverse, you know, the light world, but also like the, how do they call it, the nether worlds, the shadow worlds. And they always have spirit animals with them. So I felt that really strongly to call that in. And also to stress the fact that, you know, we don't need to be afraid of our own shadow, because the only way we're moving forward is to face the shadow. And that's the same in our society. Is the shadow is coming up, and we have to face the shadow. Because if we're not working with the shadow, it represents a part of ourselves which, you know, which we have suppressed, and it can rule us. You know, like the negative sides or something. It can rule us. So some people who are really, you know, suppressing the shadow a lot and don't want to heal, they can become like psychopaths or something. So it's really important actually to be healthy. You have to actually, you cannot suppress the shadow to be healthy. You have to work with the shadow, and that's really important in my opinion.
Yeah. So true. So thank you so much for guiding us in that beautiful meditation. And thank you everyone for joining us. And we're wishing you all a very happy Samhain and Halloween time, this magical time of year. And speaking of magic, our beautiful soul sister Carla over at Ascension Organites has her Divine Masculine sale on all pyramids in that collection. 30% off until November 4th. So you can go check that out at ascensionorganites.com. And Jens, we've been getting some questions about, you know, you just finished you're about to complete your 30-day meditation challenge, which congratulations, you've gotten rave reviews on that. And it was fantastic. What can people expect coming up that you're going to be offering? Can you say yet, or can you not say yet?
Yeah, sure. We're working on something where I'll be offering each a monthly meditation, and it's going to be a longer format meditation. You might be 30 to 45 minutes, you know, where we're doing different stuff like this, but also different forms of meditation. And there's going to be the option to ask questions that I'm going to respond to, and also to share afterwards. And I will give my, you know, I will comment on it too, you know, and we can share. So it's going to be amazing, because we're going to have a format where we can do the meditation jointly, and then we can, you know, share afterwards, and you can also ask me questions. So it's a bit like what we do in person, you know, when we share afterwards, but it's going to be online. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Fantastic. Well, that's exciting. And again, we're sending so much love your way to everyone out there. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you. I think our next monthly meditation is going to be for winter solstice, if I'm not mistaken, or next one that's going to be free on the channel. So we'll see you all around the winter solstice for another free meditation. So love you all very, very much, and happy Samhain. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.